you keep mentioning your team.
Yeah.
And another question I have is, how did you manage with your team? Obviously, it's not a one-man thing to have such a strong community and such a strong presence in Discord and in social medias overall.
Absolutely. I think the first thing that comes to mind is transparency. I think, you know, well, there's two elements. There's representation and transparency. We were able to represent our idea, which was this highly functional ant colony construction and management game, in a very visual, in a very timely manner, in a good period of time. It was December, January 2021. There was a lot of hype on blockchain gaming, and we recognized that immediately. And Zach and I, our lead artist, we started working on concept arts. We started working on a lot of visuals that we thought would, represent our project well, and that seemed to resonate with a lot of the crypto community because our game is a pixelated game, and it definitely related with a lot of our demographic.
Yeah.
And over time, we were able to recognize the strong community that we have built and be incredibly transparent with them. And that's what they know us as. Our community always says, the most transparent project on the blockchain. And we love hearing that because we have been nothing but, ever since day one, I always mention to our marketing team, it's very important for me to speak to our community and our audience in a very open way, because if I'm going against, not necessarily against, if I'm going a different route than the predatory, game industry mentality that currently exists, what's the opposite of that? Is telling people what you're developing, allowing your users, your community to test the game alongside you. Through our MVP testing, we got about 500 bug reports or different ideas and suggestions. Our game producer Ernest and I, we went through all these, and we've incorporated so many of them, and we've successfully fixed a lot of those bugs. And it was a beautiful process working alongside the team while they recognize your process and appreciate your transparency. Another thing that came from that is, a lot of projects have been met with when Lambo, when this, when that, when, from a creator perspective, it can be a daunting thing to constantly hear, because even if you are doing everything right, it creates this subconscious element where, what am I not doing right to give that one person?
Creates an unnecessary pressure to the team, which is sometimes taking out of creativity, because you feel so pressured that you have to deliver a product that everybody is expecting, but at the same time, you cannot be as creative as you wanted because of the, time is of the essence, let's say, after the pressure begins.
That's exactly it, and through that process, we found out that the more transparent you are, the more you involve your community into your processes, the less that is, because everyone knows what's going on. So why would they want to know when this is happening when they know everything,